Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the hundreds and hundreds of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a fantastic day as you're watching this video. Just wanted to touch on this because I haven't had a chance to touch on this yet. Haven't really made any boxing videos since I've got back into the fold and started making videos, so this will be the first one. And what I wanted to talk about was the potential fight between Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford. Now, this is very realistic. This is something that's been being talked about for a while, even before Pacquiao fought before Terence Crawford fought Thierry Jean. But his recent fight with Thierry Jean was an audition for a potential Manny Pacquiao fight. So based on how he performed in that fight, we would know what the likelihood of him getting a fight with Pacquiao is. Now, with that being said, Thierry Jean was a solid guy. Thierry Jean was not a world beater. Thierry Jean wasn't an A-level fighter. Thierry Jean wasn't, a pound talent. But Thierry Jean was somebody who came to win, somebody who was not afraid, and Terence Crawford looked great. Fighting out of orthodox, fighting out of southpaw, establishing the jab, counter-punching, punishing him. He just fought a very complete fight, and he's progressing very well. Pacquiao has expressed the desire to go down to 140 for quite some time, and this is a fight that's very easy to make because with both of them being top rank, Manny, Terence, both with Bob Arum, we know that in-house fights are what are the easiest to make in boxing. That being said, Terence is that dude. I'm sorry. I'm a fan of the guy. I love to watch the dude fight, but you don't get a Terence Crawford to just walk through the door most days of the week or at all. He's a once in a generation fighter as far as skill set, as far as talent, as far as versatility, as far as what he's bringing to the table. And I know I might sound like overhyping him, but I'm not. This dude is the real deal. You just don't see guys who can fight southpaw, fight orthodox, power punch, punish, body punching, jabs. You see a complete fighter every time he steps into that ring. And Pacquiao's last fight, they announced it recently, is supposed to be on April 9th, and that's supposed to be the fight to close the door on what's been a great career. A champion in 8 weight classes, one of the pound best who ever did it. Arguably the best in this era. Manny is somebody that has fought the best, has not shied away from competition, and he's somebody that if he's able to beat a guy like Terence Crawford, then that just adds another notch. But just by him getting into the ring with a prime Terence Crawford, that says a lot about Manny Pacquiao. That says a lot about who he is as a fighter and as a champion. But as far as the possibility of this fight happening, it's very realistic because they're both with top rank. They're both with Bob Arum. It's an in-house fight. Manny wants to go back down to 140. And not just that, Bob Arum needs a new cash cow. He needs a new guy that he can push to America. And Terence Crawford is somebody that I feel the boxing world at large should be getting behind because he is the sweet science. He's the sweet science. He's everything. It's just rare that you see a guy who has a pure boxer skill set carry himself with the mentality of a puncher, a guy who's going to go in there and punish you for as many rounds as he has to. And Terence does that. He's out of all the guys that you could probably possibly think of to get a Manny Pacquiao fight, I don't think anybody really deserves it more than Terence Crawford. I mean, this is a guy who's a true champion. He hasn't fought soft opposition. I know people might nitpick at certain things, but if you go through the resume, we'll go through the resume real quick. So, the first time we really heard about Terence Crawford was when he fought Breidis Prescott on 2 weeks' notice at 140, and made easy work of him, for Breidis Prescott. So looked sensational there. He caught a lot of people's attention with that performance. After he defeated Breidis Prescott, his next real big win came when he fought against Ricky Burns. Ricky Burns is the guy who had made about 4 or 5 title defenses. He's made plenty of title defenses. A proven fighter, a solid guy, someone who is not a pushover that comes to win every time he gets into that ring. Terence went to Scotland as the B-side. If you go back and you read some articles, I've read some on BoxingNews24.com where people didn't believe Terence Crawford would win that. He was just another hype job from America. Goes there and gets the decision against Ricky Burns, which, by the way, is very hard to do when you go to somebody's backyard. So he did that against Ricky Burns. Looked good, too. So he gets the title from Ricky Burns. His next big win came in the form of him defeating Yukiores Gamboa. And Yukiores Gamboa, not a 135-pounder. Really is like a 130, 125-pound fighter. But that being said, Terence had his first title defense against Gamboa, who, by the way, is one hell of a fighter. To have your first title defense in your hometown against a guy like that, not an easy task. And when you were fighting the way Crawford was fighting those first few rounds, you know, Gamboa was landing flush shots on him. He was buzzing Crawford. Crawford could have easily have folded, and we could have just nipped this in the butt and never heard of Crawford again. But he made the adjustment in mid-fight, switched from orthodox to southpaw, and showed the world that he's a multi-dimensional fighter who can go in there against a guy like Yukiores Gamboa, whether you want to say he was undersized. You know, Gamboa is a guy with a lot of amateur experience, a great Olympic pedigree, undefeated at the time. He goes in there, makes the adjustment while he's losing, and eventually gets the stoppage and knocks him out in the fight of the year. Becomes fighter of the year. Moves up to 140. You know, beats Thomas Loman, another solid guy for a vacant title. So, you know, Terence has not fought cupcakes. You know, I know Ray Beltran, some people want to criticize Ray Beltran, some people want to criticize the Gamboa fight, but he's not fighting self-opposition. He's not fighting, you know, outside of really Gamboa, he's not really fighting anybody who's like special, but he's fighting, you know, guys who can push him and are coming to win. So Terence has not taken an easy route to get to where he's at right now. With that being said, if he were to fight, I think stylistically it's a great fight because you know, Terence. People have questions about Terence's chin. You know, he's been buzzed by Gamboa. Thierry Jean landed some good shots on him, and he didn't get knocked down. But you know, like I said, Gamboa's undersized. He had to come up in weight, weight he's not really used to fighting at. Thierry Jean, a solid puncher, not a devastating puncher. So there's that. So if he's to get if Manny Pacquiao is to land some of those same flush shots against Terence Crawford, what would happen? We don't know, especially at 140 where Manny's more comfortable. They're both southpaw, so that presents a interesting wrinkle and dynamic into that matchup. You know, with Manny being a southpaw, with and having speed, having power, having good boxing ability, as that has improved over the years, to not get hit as much. That's going to be interesting, just to see how Terence handles not just a good southpaw, but a great southpaw, Manny Pacquiao. Because usually most guys are orthodox and he switches to southpaw, but in this fight, would he be more better suited fighting out of, you know, maybe starting off fighting in the orthodox stance and then switching to southpaw? You know, these are just questions that I would love to get answered in that ring. So, should they fight on pay-per-view? Be a great fight. I'd be more than excited for it. I would certainly be more excited for a Crawford-Pacquiao fight than I would for a Floyd-Pacquiao rematch. I just think that's something we need to move past. You know, if Floyd, I don't believe Floyd is gonna retire, but for the meantime, he's retired. Manny's gonna retire, so I'm just waiting for boxing to move on from Floyd and Manny because I feel like they're holding the spotlight from guys who really deserve it, like Terence Crawford, like Roman Gonzalez, like Gennady Golovkin, like Sergey Kovalev. These are guys that deserve, and Rigondeaux and Lomachenko and guys like that. These are guys that deserve the limelight and haven't been getting as much as they should because of how much attention Floyd and Manny get. So I'm just waiting for them to get out of the sport so these guys can get their just due. But I really hope Bob Arum, Top Rank, Christina Poncher, whoever's watching this, if you do watch this, you know, make the fight happen. All right, Terence wants it, Manny wants it, the fans want it. And I think it'd be a great fight. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Manny Pacquiao, Terence Crawford. What do you think about the fight? Would you buy it? Who wins and why? Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. Visit TrueSchoolSports.com as always. And until next time, peace.